So, lads, the official CBA has been announced, and this has been officially agreed on by the players. If you guys are just glad this is finally done, subscribe. We are trying to gain one subscriber. Originally, I was like, you know what? I'm trying to gain 34 or 44 more subscribers, get to 57,750. We're not going to do that. Can we get to 57,710? Only 6 more subscribers today. That would be incredible. But we got to talk about it right now. So, if you see this right here, it says here, player compensation and rev sharing, all amounts are based on current league financial projections by 2032. Establish the first revenue sharing model, yada, yada. It's a revenue-based salary cap directly tied to league and team revenue growth. I don't know what this means. This could be very interesting because it says the salary cap is based on revenue. So, does that mean these are all based on projections? So what happens if the league loses money? If the league loses money year on year and doesn't continue to grow, then the salary cap might shrink. So then certain contracts are going to be like a way too big percentage, or vice versa. Does it mean everyone signs, if they think the league's going to keep growing, does everyone sign 1-year deals perpetually? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like that could be the case. Obviously, this is what a projected 2.4 million. The reality is that there's no guarantee on these projections. Let's just say hypothetically, the league makes way more money 1 year. And then let's just say again, a 2024 happens, and then Caitlin, Paige both tear their ACLs in the same year, and it tanks. If your max contract of 2 million and the salary cap is 7 million, let's just say it goes up to 8 million next year, and then for some reason the salary cap goes down to 6 million, and you've signed a 2 million supermax contract based on 8 million salary cap, and suddenly you're in a third of the salary, and what the fuck's going to happen then? Our team's going to have multiple year contracts where they're over the salary cap from 7 players because the salary cap goes down. It says here, new system results in significant salary increases, but the revenue and salary cap is based on the team's revenue growth. But they're talking about projected. What happens if it goes down? They're fucked. I've actually realized this. They're actually kind of fucked if it goes down. It says here, rookie scale contracts will increase significantly. All rookie scale deals will be adjusted to align with the new salary scale. Wow. That means Caitlin Clark, everyone's talking about 503k. If it's adjusted to the new salary scale and current rookie deals, should it be on 800k? But charter flights there, housing for 3 years, all players get housing, and then afterwards, it is players making 500,000 or less for the last 2 years of the deal, and new developmental players will be provided housing. Yeah, obviously, the developmental players might not get paid. If they don't play enough games, they don't get paid. So if they don't play a single game, they literally don't get paid. So you have to give them housing. First class travel accommodations, great. Facility standards required. Apparently, that's for you've got 10 years to do it. Expanded team staffing requirements, including access to additional physicians, athletic trainers, strength and conditioning coaches, physical and massage therapists, nutritionists. Significant increase in team contributions to player 401k. Enhanced life insurance benefits totaling more than 700,000 per player. One-time recognition payment for veterans and retired players based on years of service, including 100,000 for retirees with 12 plus years of service, 50,000 for retirees with 8 plus 11, 8 to 11, 30,000 for retirees with 5-7. That's nice. That's probably a one-off payment of 3, 4, 5 million maybe? Maybe 5 million? There's definitely, would there be 50 players in history that played 12 plus years? In the league? Maybe not. Maybe 5 million is an undershoot, but it's no more. It's probably between 5 and 10 million. Family planning benefits for players and their spouses. Obviously, you're making a lot more money for winning a championship. What's the commission? Is the Commissioner's Cup still 50k? Damn, you don't make no longer do you make more money from the Commissioner's Cup than the season. But roster construction requires team. This is key. Requires team to carry 12 players. So that means there's no more Indiana Fever overpaying because we can bring 11 players. No. You're required to field 12 teams. There is a soft cap, which means I'm guessing it's going to be like the NBA where if you have roster spots, you have to sign players to the minimum. I'm guessing the soft cap means once you cross it, you can sign players to a minimum to get to 12. That'd be my expectation. Creates 2 additional new developmental slots, the spots that do not count against salary cap. The expectation is that this is where the second round picks are going to be, the third round picks are going to be for the time being. But I wonder what way it works. Like, if a player gets injured, do you have to call up a development player before you call up a hardship player? Or is the hardship rule gone? Because I'm like, surely there's some logic in players refusing developmental slots if it's like, okay, why would I sign a developmental slot with this team when if everybody's injured or if everybody's healthy, I don't play, but like, this other team wants me. This other team wants me to play. So I'm like, is there a stipulation where if another team wants to hire you as a full-time player, you're allowed to tear up your own contract, basically? But starting 2027, players of 7 or more years cannot be cored. So basically starting 2027, if I'm not mistaken, it's only if everyone who has gone through their rookie deal about being cored, it is literally people from the 2020. No one's drafting 2021. So yeah, pretty much the core designation is going to go to people for 1 year after restricted free agency. 1 year after their restricted free agency year. So like 2022 draftees. Accelerated pathways to maximum contract for star players and rookie deals. Yes, the Caitlin Clark clause. New season injury exceptions. This is big. Will allow teams additional salary cap flexibility to replace injured players if they're injured for the season. Pregnancy and childbirth salary cap exception. Well, yeah, duh. That should have been there in the first place. Teams must obtain consent before trading a pregnant player. I mean, after the Hamby situation, they had to put that in. Like, after that whole situation, just due to labor laws, you kind of had to put that in. Regardless of what anyone's opinion on that is, just due to the law, you had to put that in. So, from this right here, I would be if I was these players, the system results in significant salary increases. And it's like, what if the league, like, it's not going to, but what if the league crashes and burns? You're fucked. So basically, because the salaries are tied to revenue, these are projections. Like, it's projected to go up a little bit year by year, but like, there is a world where it spikes and then it dips and it spikes and dips. Like, I can see a world where, let's just say again, like, if had Caitlin Clark gotten hurt in January, let's just say, touch wood, it's not going to happen, but let's just say Caitlin Clark comes in this year, plays like an MVP, is breaking all these records, averages 25 and 10, and is setting all viewership records every single game she plays. Paige Bueckers is second in the MVP race and is killing it viewership-wise. Angel Reese is playing like an all-W player, and suddenly the views are crazy. And then at the World Cup, not even at the World Cup, maybe the season's done and all 3 of them get injured in the playoffs and are out for the 2027 season, which is not going to happen. The 2027 season, like, you're going to see the salary cap spike and then dip. And I'm like, that is a concern. It's unlikely, but if that does happen, like, they could be in a bad situation. And the carrying 12 roster spots, like, there has to be a situation. People are like, oh, they got to be really creative to leave the salary cap room. There's no more hard cap. So my expectation is that you're going to be able to, up to a certain point, sign players on rookie deals. So if you have, let's just say, a minimum contract is $270K, and you have you have $150K left in your salary cap. You're not going to be hard capped into 11. You're going to probably be allowed to make that signing. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That's the video. I'll see you guys.